Good morning all. Top 50 News of India, 24th May 2026. 1. PM Modi reviews summer preparedness across states. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a review meeting on heat wave and water management. Officials discussed electricity demand and emergency healthcare arrangements. States were advised to improve public awareness campaigns. The government emphasized quick coordination between departments. Authorities aimed to minimize heatwave-related disruptions nationwide. 2. Heat wave continues in northern and central India. Several states continued experiencing extreme heat wave conditions. Temperatures crossed 47 degrees Celsius in Rajasthan and parts of Delhi NCR. Hospitals reported rising cases of dehydration and heat stroke. Authorities advised citizens to avoid outdoor activities during peak hours. Power demand remained at record levels across India. 3. IMD predicts rainfall in eastern and southern India. The India Meteorological Department forecast thunderstorms in eastern states. Kerala and coastal Karnataka may receive moderate rainfall this week. Lightning alerts were issued for several districts. Farmers welcomed hopes of early pre-monsoon showers. Disaster management teams remained alert in vulnerable areas. 4. Petrol and diesel prices remain public concern. Fuel prices continued affecting transportation and household budgets nationwide. Transport operators discussed fare revisions in major cities. Economists warned about inflationary pressure on essential commodities. Consumers expressed concern over rising daily expenses. Global crude oil prices remained under close observation. 5. Sensex and Nifty close higher. Indian stock markets ended with gains after strong investor participation. Banking and IT sectors led the market rally. Foreign investors showed renewed interest in Indian equities. Positive global cues supported market sentiment. Analysts remained optimistic about India's economic growth outlook. 6. Rupee trades stable against US dollar. The Indian rupee remained stable during currency trading sessions. RBI monitoring measures supported investor confidence. Crude oil prices remained a major influencing factor. Exporters and importers closely tracked exchange rate movements. Economists predicted moderate market volatility ahead. 7. India expands renewable energy projects. The government announced fresh investments in solar and wind energy. Several states accelerated clean energy infrastructure projects. Private firms increased participation in renewable initiatives. Officials emphasized India's climate and sustainability goals. Experts praised the country's green energy transition strategy. 8. Political campaign activity intensifies nationwide. Major political parties increased preparations for upcoming elections. Leaders focused on inflation, jobs, and development issues. Public rallies and voter outreach campaigns expanded across states. Campaign committees reviewed district-level strategies. Political activity remained high nationwide. 9. Cabinet reshuffle speculation continues. Political discussions regarding a possible union cabinet reshuffle continued. Senior BJP leaders reportedly held internal review meetings. Performance assessments of ministries remained under discussion. Analysts predicted possible announcements before Parliament's next session. The government did not officially comment on the reports. 10. West Bengal government reviews development projects. The West Bengal administration reviewed industrial and welfare schemes. Employment generation remained a major governance priority. Opposition parties demanded transparency in project execution. Political debates continued across the state assembly. Authorities promised improved monitoring systems. 11. Tamil Nadu politics continues to draw attention. Tamil Nadu remained under national political focus after recent developments. Actor Vijay's growing political influence remained widely discussed. Coalition and cabinet discussions continued actively. Economic reforms and governance priorities dominated debates. Analysts described the situation as historically significant. 12. Kerala announces new tourism initiatives. Kerala launched fresh tourism promotion campaigns before the monsoon season. Officials highlighted ecotourism and wellness destinations. Hospitality businesses expected increased domestic tourism demand. Investment opportunities in tourism infrastructure were reviewed. The state aimed to strengthen employment generation. 13. RCB continues strong IPL performance. Royal Challengers Bengaluru maintained excellent form in IPL 2026. Virat Kohli delivered another important batting performance. The team's bowling attack continued impressing experts. Fans celebrated RCB's success widely on social media. Analysts considered RCB a top title contender. 14. IPL playoff race becomes more competitive. Several IPL franchises remained in contention for the final playoff spot. Rajasthan Royals, Punjab Kings, and Delhi Capitals faced crucial matches. Fans closely followed qualification calculations online. Experts predicted dramatic league stage conclusions. IPL discussions dominated sports trends nationwide. 15. India A team intensifies training sessions. The India A squad continued preparations for the ODI Tri-Series. Coaches focused on fitness, bowling, and batting consistency. Young players aimed to impress selectors during training. Several IPL performers remained under observation. Fans expected strong performances from emerging cricketers. 16. Indian athletes continue international success. Indian badminton and athletics players performed strongly in global events. PV Sindhu and Lakshya Sen advanced further in tournaments. Young Indian athletes received praise for discipline and consistency. Sports officials welcomed improved international results. India's sporting reputation continued improving worldwide. 17. Electricity demand reaches another record. India's electricity consumption touched another all-time high. Air conditioner and cooling usage increased sharply during the heatwave. Power plants increased generation to meet rising demand. Authorities assured adequate coal reserves nationwide. Officials closely monitored national grid stability. 18. Delhi air quality remains poor. Delhi's AQI stayed in the poor category due to dust and heat. Doctors advised vulnerable citizens to avoid prolonged outdoor exposure. Environmental groups demanded stricter anti-pollution measures. Authorities reviewed emergency pollution control strategies. Air quality concerns continued across NCR regions. 19. Indian Railways adds summer special trains. Indian Railways announced additional special trains for vacation travelers. Passenger demand remained extremely high across major routes. Railway stations strengthened security and crowd management measures. Online ticket bookings increased sharply this week. Travelers welcomed improved train availability. 20. EdTech platforms expand AI learning tools. Education technology companies launched advanced AI-powered study systems. Competitive exam aspirants increasingly adopted digital learning platforms. Students in smaller towns gained wider access to affordable education. Experts praised technological transformation in education. Online learning continued expanding rapidly. 21. Indian startups continue attracting investment. Global investors continued funding Indian startups aggressively. AI, fintech, and health tech sectors remained highly attractive. Entrepreneurs expanded operations into Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Government innovation programs supported startup ecosystems. Experts predicted continued digital economy growth. 22. Cybercrime cases continue rising. Authorities reported increasing complaints related to online scams and fraud. Banks warned customers against fake payment links and suspicious calls. Cyber awareness campaigns expanded across multiple states. Police arrested several cybercrime gangs recently. Experts stressed stronger digital safety awareness. 23. Indian Army expands drone surveillance systems. The Indian Army strengthened AI-based border monitoring operations. Advanced drone systems improved surveillance efficiency significantly. Defense officials emphasized modernization initiatives nationwide. Sensitive border regions received upgraded technology. Experts described the move as strategically important. 24. ISRO continues satellite mission preparations. ISRO scientists completed another testing phase for an upcoming mission. The satellite will improve communication and weather forecasting services. Technical reviews and safety checks continued successfully. Young engineers played important roles in mission development. India's space sector maintained rapid advancement. 25. 5G connectivity expands further across India. Telecom companies expanded 5G services into more towns and districts. Internet speed improved significantly in newly connected regions. Businesses benefited from stronger digital infrastructure. Affordable rural connectivity plans were discussed further. Competition among telecom firms remained intense nationwide. 26. UPI transactions reach new milestone. India's digital payment ecosystem continued setting transaction records. Small businesses increasingly adopted QR-based payment systems. Rural digital banking usage expanded steadily nationwide. Fintech firms launched additional payment innovations. Experts described India as a global fintech leader. 27. Women's safety programs receive more funding. Several states increased financial support for women's safety initiatives. Emergency response systems were upgraded in major cities. Police improved rapid complaint handling mechanisms further. Awareness campaigns continued in schools and colleges. Women's security remained a governance priority. 28. Water conservation campaigns intensify. Authorities promoted rainwater harvesting and water-saving practices nationwide. Urban regions facing shortages introduced stricter monitoring systems. Experts warned about future climate-related water stress. Schools and NGOs participated in conservation drives. Sustainable water management gained national importance. 29. Monsoon preparedness activities continue. Flood-prone states strengthened disaster management operations further. NDRF teams remained deployed in vulnerable districts. Drainage systems and river monitoring networks were upgraded. Authorities reviewed emergency evacuation plans carefully. Officials aimed to reduce flood-related losses this year. 30. Healthcare recruitment drives expand nationwide. Government hospitals announced more recruitment for doctors and nurses. Rural healthcare infrastructure received stronger financial support. Medical colleges expanded training facilities and programs. Experts welcomed investment in public healthcare systems. Authorities aimed to improve healthcare accessibility nationwide. 31. Metro rail expansion continues across cities. Metro projects accelerated in Delhi, Bengaluru, Pune, and Indore. Authorities highlighted environmental and traffic reduction benefits. Several new metro corridors received official approvals. Commuters welcomed affordable public transport expansion. Urban modernization remained a government priority. 32. Tourism industry records strong summer growth. Hotels and travel companies reported heavy bookings nationwide. Hill stations and beaches attracted large tourist crowds. Local businesses benefited from increased travel activity. States promoted domestic tourism campaigns aggressively. Experts predicted continued tourism recovery through 2026. 33. EV charging infrastructure expands rapidly. Authorities approved additional EV charging stations nationwide. National highways remained key focus areas for expansion. Private companies partnered with governments for deployment projects. Electric vehicle adoption increased steadily among consumers. Experts praised India's clean mobility initiatives. 34. Semiconductor manufacturing plans gain momentum. India continued negotiations with global semiconductor companies. New incentives encouraged investment in chip production facilities. Experts highlighted employment opportunities in advanced technology sectors. Authorities aimed to reduce semiconductor import dependence. India's tech industry welcomed policy support measures. 35. Indian cinema continues global growth. Indian films and OTT content remained highly popular internationally. South Indian cinema performed strongly in overseas markets. Streaming platforms reported increasing global viewership numbers. Film producers explored more international collaborations. India's entertainment industry expanded global influence further. 36. Sports infrastructure development receives boost. Authorities announced new sports academies and training centers. Olympic preparation programs received increased financial support. Young athletes gained access to improved facilities nationwide. States focused on strengthening grassroots sports systems. India aimed to improve future medal performances. 37. AI adoption expands across industries. Banks, schools, and hospitals increased use of AI systems. Automation improved operational efficiency significantly. Technology companies announced fresh AI research investments. Experts emphasized digital skill development programs. India continued emerging as a technology-driven economy. 38 airport expansion projects continue nationwide. Major airports expanded terminals and cargo handling facilities. Authorities prepared for rising passenger traffic demand. Private investment supported modernization projects significantly. Cargo infrastructure development accelerated across India. Experts predicted strong aviation sector growth ahead. 39 farm subsidy programs support rural economy. Farmers received support for irrigation and farming equipment purchases. Authorities promoted sustainable agricultural practices nationwide. Agricultural groups welcomed subsidy expansion measures. Experts encouraged technology-driven farming modernization. Officials expected improved productivity during the upcoming season. 40 digital banking usage continues growing. Banks reported strong growth in mobile and internet banking services. Rural consumers increasingly adopted digital financial systems. Cyber safety awareness campaigns expanded nationwide. Experts predicted continued financial inclusion growth. India's fintech ecosystem remained among the world's fastest growing. 41 national highway construction accelerates. Expressway and highway projects progressed rapidly across states. Authorities highlighted improved logistics and transportation efficiency. Infrastructure investment supported long-term economic growth. Construction activities generated employment opportunities nationwide. Road modernization remained a major policy priority. 42 climate experts warn about urban heat risks. Environmental scientists warned about worsening heat wave conditions in cities. Several urban areas were identified as climate risk zones. Experts recommended green infrastructure and water reforms urgently. Awareness campaigns promoted environmental sustainability nationwide. Climate resilience planning gained increasing importance. 43 skill-based education programs gained popularity. Educational institutions expanded practical career-focused training programs. Students increasingly preferred AI, coding, and analytics courses. Online certification platforms attracted rising enrollments nationwide. Experts praised employment-oriented learning approaches. Skill development remained a major education trend. 44 defense manufacturing sector expands rapidly. India promoted local production of defense equipment and technology. Domestic companies gained support through self-reliance initiatives. Defense exports continued showing strong growth trends. Experts highlighted strategic and economic benefits of localization. The sector attracted rising investment interest nationwide. 45 Indian athletes continue international success. Indian athletes delivered impressive performances in global competitions. Young players received praise for consistency and discipline. Training programs intensified ahead of major sporting events. Officials expressed confidence in future medal opportunities. India's sporting image continued improving globally. 46 smart city projects expand across India. Urban modernization initiatives progressed in several smart cities. Authorities focused on sanitation, transport, and digital governance. Citizens welcomed improvements in civic infrastructure. Experts emphasized sustainable urban development strategies. Government investment in modernization remained strong nationwide. 47 inflation concerns continue among consumers. Economists monitored rising transportation and food prices carefully. Consumers reported increasing pressure on household budgets. Fuel prices remained a major inflation-driving factor. The RBI continued assessing economic stability measures. Experts predicted cautious monetary policy decisions ahead. 48 renewable energy projects continue growing. Solar and wind energy projects expanded rapidly nationwide. Private investment in clean energy remained strong. Authorities highlighted progress toward sustainability targets. Experts praised India's renewable energy transition efforts. Green energy remained a key development priority. 49 public transport usage increases in metro cities. More commuters shifted toward metro and bus services nationwide. Fuel price increases encouraged affordable travel alternatives. Authorities promoted public transportation for sustainable mobility. Traffic congestion reduced slightly in urban areas. Experts supported continued investment in mass transit systems. 50. India strengthens position as global economic power. India continued expanding influence in technology, trade, and diplomacy. Foreign investors maintained confidence in India's long-term growth potential. Infrastructure and innovation reforms remained major policy priorities. International organizations praised India's economic trajectory. Experts described India as one of the world's fastest-growing major economies. Please like and subscribe.